Umaya of the Federal High Court on Wednesday ordered the federal government to return Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to Kenya before the rendition on June 19, 2021, before his rendition. This is what Malami doesn't want to hear, and this is what they don't want to do. Delivering judgment, Justice Evelyn Ayadike also awarded Kanu 500 million naira in general damages. Mr. Kanu prayed the court to redress his infamous unlawful expulsion or extraordinary rendition from Kenya by the federal government. The suit, which was filed in March as the federal government, the Attorney General of the Federal and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami and President Muhammadu Buhari as respondents, the court referred to the Court of Appeal judgments of October 13 in Abuja and granted all the 8 reliefs sought by Mr. Kanu, which bordered on extraordinary rendition. The court held that the expulsion or extraordinary rendition of Mr. Kanu is a clear violation of his fundamental human rights, Article 12 or 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, as well as Charter 4 of the Nigerian Constitution. It held that the manner of arrest, torture, continued detention, and denial of the right to fair hearing amounted to a brazen violation of Kanu's rights. While delivering the 1.5-hour judgment, Ms. Ayadike held that the burden was on the respondents to justify their actions, which they failed to do so. Reacting, Kanu's counsel, Aloy Ajimako, hailed the court for what he described as a painstaking judgment. According to him, it shows that the court is the last hope of the common man and has reinstated our confidence in the judiciary as lawyers. Mr. Ejiofor said, "What is the most important in today's judgment is not the money awarded to us as damages, but the court orders that Kanu should be restored to the status quo as of June 19, 2021. I therefore call on the federal government to take prompt steps to obey this court order and restore Kanu to the status quo." There was no appearance in court on behalf of the respondents. So Amalami and Buhari, those who are at least they will not be there. Their representatives did not come. They knew that they are fighting an already won battle by Nnamdi Kanu. They've lost the battle. They are fighting a lost battle from their own end. Well, starting from 6 years ago to date, God has been or started showing and telling me many things, okay, concerning this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu versus Nigeria and the downfall or the collapsing of Nigeria, and which I have been making them open or known to the public on my Facebook official, Pastor J. Chukwuemeka or Formata. You can find this thing there. In a same line, Buhari and Malami would have been impeached and arrested for how they disregard and disrespect a court order. In America and UK, once a court gives order to arrest the president, it is even the orderly of the president that will arrest him. But here in Nigeria, rich men and politicians are above the law. It is the ordinary citizens that the law can apprehend. That is if he has regard for rule of law. How can you pay a man who have spent over 1 year in detention 500 million naira, while annual budget of feeding allowance for a man who are taking Nigeria from top to bottom is over 5 billion naira? Good news to all Nigerians. An adage says, if a lie escapes for 20 years, truth will catch up with it one day. Yes, so wonderful Buhari and his Fulani brothers, how far? We are just starting. What do you call a country even the president flaunts when a president flaunts court orders? Bayelsa River State, Delta, Cross River, Akwa Ibom are not Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu only wasting his time. Where this one come from? We Yorubas are patriotic and stand with one Nigeria. That is why the North must stand with Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2023. Hausa, Yoruba and Fulani are one. Yoruba Lokan, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Shettima 2023, inshallah. Oh my God. Mogun generation. Imagine the first son of the family. Bros, if you are Yoruba, better speak for Yoruba or else thunder go fire you. That's your mouth. You are not Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa, Edo State, Delta, or Cross River. You will not decide for us. When Mogun talks, we know. Okay, Legbe, or what is that your name? Unamumu never do. Fulanis and Yoruba are one, and now one. Can you imagine? And what do you know about Biafra? Is the first in the first place? Who knows you? What is this one saying? The rule of law should be upheld in a state. However, I have reservations and questions to ask anyone who cares to shed more light. The extraordinary rendition of Mr. Kanu is a clear violation of his fundamental human rights. Granted, is it the cause? Is it the case, however, that Mr. Kanu jumped bail, or we were misinformed about that, or is this the case that Mr. Kanu's actions were in fear of the Nigerian government, that they will trample on his rights if he made himself available to the laws of Nigeria as it is, as it were. Let me say that I am a Liberian Nigerian who supports the referendum. Is ask I ask. hmm. Hmm. They should take him back to Kenya. People have been saying this for some time now. The problem is that they don't obey the rule of law. They don't obey order, but they want Nigerians to obey. That is the why we always say that the laws are meant for the commoners, not even the people who see themselves as people living larger than life. That's it. How many? Before they could release Nnamdi Showore, it took the intervention of the US. I think that is where this one will go. I think this one is not going to be the US, maybe the UN. Because now, if this kind of a thing is happening to somebody in the north, you think the people over there wouldn't have come out to protest. I think these people are just trying to be calm, because that is not where the way it should go. That is exactly what the government is looking for, so that they'll be able to pin some things on their head that, oh, they protested, they did this, they did that. But because people are still keeping quiet, that is why these people are still holding on to the nonsense they are doing, call excuses here and there. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.